Okay, so 5 simple things that you can do right now to immediately make you feel better. So many of my clients are like, okay, I know I've got trauma, I want to get that sorted, but what can I do right now? So I've just put together a really easy list of 5 things that you can do right now. Number 1 is not a start, it's a stop. So stop complaining and stop recruiting. And it's such a strange thing, but I think that, this can be so ingrained in us. It's off like it's like a family trait. It's like a culture, and people get so absorbed in just the whinging and complaining. And even I, when I started to really notice how much I was complaining, because I think once you notice it, you kind of like, whoa, I complain a lot more than I realize, and just about little things, you know, and it wasn't probably anything anyone else really noticed, but I noticed it, and I noticed I was also internally complaining. And then stop recruiting, stop telling all your friends about all of the things that you're complaining about, because then you're all getting in that energy together, and then they're also reminding you that you felt bad. So if you've got a group of friends where you all bitch and moan and complain together, and complain about a certain boss or a certain friend or a certain situation every time you get together, just get yourself out of that energy. That's one of the main things. Number 2, declutter. And this should be nothing new, because everybody's all about the decluttering, but there is so much value in decluttering. And I mean your car, your home, your bedroom, the spaces that you spend a lot of time in. That is so important. So start to declutter. It feels so good when you get rid of stuff that you don't use, like stuff has no meaning. It's just stuff. Get rid of the stuff that you don't use. And also, if you're into manifesting and you're trying to declutter, clearing that energy is a really beautiful way to start to invite new energy in. And so get rid of it, start to declutter. Number 3, lift your vibe. Do whatever it takes to lift your vibe. So get around your tribe, get around people who make you feel good. We all have had those friends who are like low energy, low vibe. You know who they are. They're energy drainers. Get around people instead who are fun, that uplift you, that make you feel good. And if you don't have those people in your life yet, then get on, listen to some uplifting podcast, or or YouTube or TikTok, things that make you feel good. Don't listen to the whingers, don't listen to the complaining, and do things that you love. Listen to good music, like get the music that you love to dance to, and listen to it whenever you want. You don't need to, it doesn't need to be at certain times of the day. You can listen to good music whenever you want to, that makes you feel good. Sing it at the top of your lungs in the shower. Sing it at the top of your lungs when you're driving in the car. Even if you think you've got a crappy voice, dance to it. Like, music is such a great way to lift your vibe and lift your energy. Just lift your vibe in whatever way you can. The 4th thing is do something brave. Do something brave. So it doesn't have to be a big thing. I mean, it can be. I've done lots of, big kind of leaps of faith, especially in terms of my career. But what I would say is you can do just the smallest of things. One of the things that I did, when I was on my healing journey, I recognized at one point that I used to say, I'm just a big extrovert, and that's why I always like to be around people. And probably true, but I also recognized that the reason why I didn't like being alone is I actually really didn't like myself. I was scared of being alone with myself. I was afraid of what I would hear, of what I would know, of what I would see. I was living in this place where I felt like other people didn't like me and I didn't like myself a lot. So I found it really hard to be alone. So one of my brave things was just to go out and like have coffee on my own, or go to the movies on my own, just be brave enough to just get out in the world on my own. And that might feel so small to some of you, but for me it was huge. And so anything that kind of gets you out of your comfort zone is such a wonderful way, because afterwards you feel so good. feels so good that you did something really brave for yourself. And even if it kind of doesn't go to plan, it's okay. Just congratulate yourself. You did something amazing. You did something, you got out of your comfort zone, and it teaches you, you know, that you can do things that feel like you've got to be brave, and you can achieve something, and you are brave enough to step outside. Because a lot of people, even if you're going through trauma, find it really difficult to ask for help, for example. That can be a really brave thing. And when you start to do something that feels a little bit brave, you'll be able to do more things that help you to be even more brave. And, you know, that's where all the magic happens. That's where all the magic happens in terms of living your best life, in terms of getting out there and being the best version of yourself and manifesting what you want. You've got to be able to get out of your comfort zone. So go and do something brave. And my last one, which everybody talks about, self-love, self-care. And you know what? It can be all the things. It can be, you know, meditation and yoga and journaling and gratitude practices and, you know, all of those cool things. But it can also just be things like, man, I really love cake. Go and eat your favorite cake. Go and have a wine with your girlfriends. Go and, you know, hang out with your boys and play footy. Go and watch your favorite trashy show. Read your favorite trashy book. I know a lot of like people who are all about spirituality and all about, you know, holistic well-being are not big advocates. But for me, I'm like, whatever floats your boat, zero judgment, whatever makes you feel good, you should just go and do it. You know, go and do what makes you feel fun. And your emotions are your absolute best guide. They are your signposts. If it feels good, then you should do it. And if it's not hurting anyone else, just remember that. Don't hurt anyone else. And if it's not coming from a crappy place of like, you know, revenge or I don't know, some rubbish place, that as long as you're doing something that makes you just fills your soul, that makes your heart feel good, that, you know, it can be, man, I actually love giving. You know, that's one of the things that I consider to be self-love, because I love being able to give to other people from my abundant place. You know, if I have abundance in my life, then I absolutely love to share it. One of the things I love doing is, like, if it's around, say, like Mother's Day, then I love putting together like gift packs for, you know, we did that for Mother's Day this year. We got all this stuff to put together gift packs for women who had been in domestic violence, because I've been in domestic violence and that mattered to me. So like doing things that matter to you for others can even be self-care. You know what I'm saying? So those are my top 5. Stop complaining and recruiting. Declutter. Lift your vibe, do something brave, and then do some of that beautiful self-love and self-care, because whatever you're filling your cup with, that's going to overflow into your world, and that's what is going to, you know, resonate back to you. I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you again soon.